Did you, okay.
We're live.
Let me wait for a little bit, people. Let me actually go on my page.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Speak Your Mind. Heavy topic today, right, Alita?
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're
Ah,
absolutely right.
is it okay for a pregnant woman to sleep with another man?
Yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely is. I need to go back.
That's crazy, right? So, just to, you know, get started, is it okay for a pregnant woman to sleep with another man that's not the
Yes, it
father of her
is.
child?
Yes, it
You
is.
it, it is. Please
Yes,
explain
it
to me
is.
why.
It's okay. It's okay because I did it. That's why. That's why it's okay. If I did it, it's okay.
That doesn't mean it's okay.
Yes, it is. If the man, so instance, let's put out my situation, okay, with my first child. So he left basically during my pregnancy, okay, but before he left, I did sleep with somebody else. I was pregnant. That was
Funny, like explain why that's okay. Please, I need to hear
because it
why
is
it was
okay.
okay because it
It's
sounds like you
okay.
think it's
Why
okay.
it's not okay for because it is okay. He up here sleeping with all these females, coming back to me while I'm pregnant. You know, raw, unprotected. So once I found that out, I found out. Oh, okay, so it's my opportunity to go have some fun too.
So you did it to be petty.
It wasn't. I mean, it was to be petty. Then it wasn't to be petty because I was ready to sleep with somebody else anyway. And unfortunately, it came. When I was pregnant. So, but he wasn't treating me right anyway. So I felt like it was all right. And plus, it was somebody I knew for years. So I don't see there was nothing wrong with it at all. There was nothing wrong with it. So
Okay,
that's
so
how I feel.
you're saying it's okay because you knew the guys for years.
Yeah, I feel like it's okay as long as you protect yourself. Not saying that was my case. Well, with my ex, that wasn't the case, but I trusted him anyway. So and plus I knew him. It was like a safe place. It wasn't a random person. So I definitely felt like it was okay. And me and my baby dad, got into another relationship, sleeping with another woman, coming back to me. And I feel like men try to hold females on a higher standard also when it comes to their pregnancy. Like, how the hell you could tell me that I can't sleep with somebody else just because I'm pregnant, but you're around sleeping with other females and coming back to me? Why can't I? What the fuck? Why can't I sleep with somebody else?
I
Why?
mean,
Because I
that's
have a baby
petty
in
though.
me?
That's still getting to the pettiness. It's wrong for a guy to go around and sleep with other people and bring it back to the woman that he got pregnant. I agree with that, but I think it's also wrong for you to see like fucking somebody else yourself as an option, a valuable option to get to the root of the situation. Like that's not going to help the relationship or what's going on. Like if he's cheating, then like let him go. That doesn't mean you have to, sleep with other people. I mean,
What if I get horny? What if I want
there's,
some dick?
I
What's your
mean,
options? The dildo? No. The fuck? I ain't stuffing that plastic shit in me. I want something real.
okay, but okay, so I can see where you're going, like with the people that you know and you're comfortable with them. But what do you say to women that are just like, oh, you want to do it to me, I'm doing it to you, and decide to go and do it to a random person? Then what? Do you feel like that's right, or you're just saying just in your case it's right?
It's their pussy at the end of the day. That's how I feel. Like if you wanna fuck somebody just to get your nut off because your baby daddy ain't doing it right or he not doing it at all because he up here doing stupid shit, go for it. That's how the
But
fuck I feel.
what if the but you're saying that's what the man is doing and you feel upset about it?
I'm
You're
just
mad because
okay
the
if the
man is
man is
going out
doing it and
fucking
she
people. So what you're saying that it's okay for him to do it also if he's not getting what he wants
no,
from out
I'm
of
not
the
saying
woman.
it. I'm not saying it's okay. If he's not doing it, of course, stick with him. Like if y'all together, then I don't feel like it's right for a female to go out and sleep with somebody else while she's pregnant. But if y'all have a complications in your relationship and he's out here doing him and he's not treating you right, I feel like it's okay. Like why? Like once you protect yourself,
Right, right.
as long as you're protecting yourself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you don't think that brings in different types of energy when you're pregnant? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, if you go out to the club and like, oh fuck this nigga, like I'm pregnant, blase blase, you know what I mean? And you bring home the random energy. What if his soul ain't right either? You're gonna catch those
Hey,
vibes. You're gonna.
Johnny.
It just seems like you're trying to detach sex from what I think it is. I think sex is more than something you can just sling around just because you're horny. Like it takes more than that for me. Like it takes more. Like I don't know. You tell me. I don't think you should just have sex with random people when you don't love them.
So I feel like if you know how to separate your emotions in sex, I feel like you're able to do it. Honestly, hey Josh, I feel like you're able to do it. So I don't feel like there's nothing wrong. Like I know how to separate my emotions when it comes to sex. Like I'm not going to sit here and catch feelings with a dude just because I had sex with them. Include even when I'm pregnant. Like everybody's different. You look at it like a ritual, and I don't look at it like that. I look at it as just sex. That's how I look at it. Like even when I was pregnant, I just look at the sex. Like the dudes I had sex with when I was pregnant. Yeah, I had feelings for them. Previously, but I didn't let that bother me. I guess I don't know how to explain it, but I think it was just sex. I needed some dick. The fuck, and I wasn't trying to fuck my baby dad.
I mean, I hear you, but why is it always messed up when men say that same thing? You know, like that's their excuse for cheating on us, and we think it's fucked up. But you're saying the same exact excuse to why
Hold
you
on,
would do the same thing. Like if a man, let's say you're with the okay, let's
hold on,
say
real
a man.
quick, Carlos. Some idiots not
I'm saying like, what if a guy is
Hey,
was with
Johnny.
he's with the woman and gets her right, and in that relationship, he didn't necessarily mean to get her pregnant for real, for whatever reason. Like he gets her pregnant and he's like, oh, this was just sex. I accidentally got you pregnant. I'm gonna still go and fuck other people. So if the guy he still goes and fucks other people, how is that wrong? But you going to have sex with other people is right. You know what I mean? Did you hear what I said?
I didn't catch everything because your retarded brother just came in.
Hey Sonia. No, you said my retarded brother. No, I said, why is it? So you just said you were horny, you just needed some dick. That's usually the reason why guys go around fucking other women. They're horny, they want some pussy. Okay. And he by chance accidentally gets you pregnant. Okay. Why is it wrong for him to go and fuck other bitches and then you retaliate in the same way that you thought that was wrong? Does that make sense?
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but like how you asked me this question, like fuck, like why is it okay for the guy to do that to his pregnant woman? and he
Yeah,
not expect her to do the same. He not expecting her to do the same shit. Like me, like I warn guys. So that's their fault. I warn guys, don't do it because I'm gonna do it back 20 times. That's why I need to be in a relationship right now because I'm still petty. So, but I'm just saying, like, if it's not okay for the woman to do it, the man shouldn't be doing it either.
I agree. Neither one of the people should be doing it, but you saying that you're doing it back to be petty, that's what I'm saying is wrong.
Oh,
Like,
why is that wrong?
again, it's just how we look at sex, I guess. I don't look at sex anymore. Like, I'm not going to cap and say I didn't used to look at sex like this, but I don't just throw sex around like that. Like, I look at it as something that, I do with somebody I love.
No, I understand that. Me, like you said, we look at sex differently, and you do it with somebody I love. I don't have to love the person to have sex with them. That's just what it is. And I
You
know
don't
how to
think that's
separate my.
slightly toxic? That's not a little toxic.
It's toxic. It's only toxic if you make it toxic. Like that's how I feel. Like I had a
That's how we get
fucking
in the predicament that we're in, though. Having sex without love, ending up with baby dads that leave us. You feel me?
well, both of my baby dads. I was in a relationship with one. The other one I knew for we had a long friendship. We had a long friendship. And it turned out to be good because we have a baby. I feel like, and so like these wasn't random guys for real, like. I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted because your retarded brother is still here.
I just feel like either way it go, like I think you should hold the body inside of you sacred. So you should make sure when you are having sex with somebody, it's not bringing more emotional stress to you. Because I know you're only doing it because you're mad. And then what if he's trying to really come in and be Robin Hood, blase, blase, and it's really not that. You're just doing it for sex. I feel like sex brings emotions out of some people. Probably not you because you say you don't care about sex like that. But I think that's how some people get caught up, just slinging dick and pussy emotionally, no, emotionlessly. Is that a word? No, or without emotion. Like they sling it without emotion, and that be fucking us up. That's how I feel. Like I just don't think that you know you should do that in retaliation. There's other ways to handle yourself if you get lonely.
Hold on, hold on. I don't know, bro. I'm trying. My sister just asked me a question. Okay, I'm sorry, Janae. Okay, can you break down that question again? I'm sorry. I'm just off. I'm just off right now. I'm sorry. Shanae just called me. She wanted to know how she could get in here, and
She's trying to get in. Are you trying to get her to come in?
yeah, but she's not able to come in.
All right. Well, you can try to get her in, and I'll just, ask the people, who do you agree with? Like, I don't know. I understand we get lonely. I've been there. You feel me? But I don't know. I never thought like, oh, let me go on Facebook or Tinder or wherever the fuck, and try to find somebody just to keep my bed warm for that moment. Like I'm lonely, but why do I feel lonely? Like I don't have anyone. How did I get in this predicament? That's more so what I would be working on. Like where did I?
That's why you're pregnant, right? Like you're saying that, like if you was pregnant, you're not gonna, go on Tinder and.
Hmm. Like if my baby dad left me, I'm not gonna be trying to look for other dick. I'm gonna do some self reflecting. Try to get myself emotionally stable for when it's coming. I don't know. That's just me though. I don't know. Like, yeah, I get horny too, but like, there's more important things to focus on. Like what got me
And
in
I
predicament.
understand that. I get it. I get it. I understand there is more things to focus on, like self reflect, like why the fuck you get pregnant by this stupid nigga, you know, shit like that.
Or
I
I
get
was
it.
free and I had sex, or I was turned. It was an accident. However the fuck, like whatever the reason is, or maybe I was in a relationship and it didn't work out. But I don't think just hopping into somebody else's bed is the key. You know.
I mean, you're right. You're right about that. But like I said, in my situations, I was definitely depressed. I was like in a dark mind space, and I thought getting me some other dick besides my baby dad was okay, and it felt right. Honestly,
You felt better?
I honestly did. I felt better, and I don't regret it.
You capping. I call cap.
How am I capping? Ain't nobody, girl. I'm very vocal. I don't care. I did not feel any type of way about it. I did not feel bad or nothing.
You didn't feel
And
upset.
Reginald, I just deleted your comment. I just want to let you know that.
You didn't feel upset about him leaving in general.
I don't know. I was upset. I was salty. I was, but that's not the reason why I had sex with somebody else. I had sex with somebody else while we were still together.
That's not okay.
That is okay to me
Why?
because like he's out here doing him. The fuck, he's not paying me no attention. So yeah, I had to find something else to do, and I feel like it's okay. So like, I know a lot of people don't agree with me. Yeah, you have to protect your baby from STDs and stuff like that. Like, but what if the baby father's out there doing them and we don't know? Like he's out here sleeping with multiple females and coming back to you. You don't find out till afterwards. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, y'all feel like that's okay? Him fucking other bitches and come back to his pregnant woman, having unprotected sex with her? Like, that's
No.
not okay.
No.
It's not
Now
okay at
let's
all. I don't feel like it's wrong if you're single. Yeah, I did it while I was in a relationship to be petty, and plus I wanted to fuck the person for a long time, but it was to be petty also. But I don't feel like if you're single, I don't feel like it's wrong if you're single. I really don't.
so if a
It's her
guy
pussy.
approaches you, if a guy approaches
Mhm.
you and he says that me and my baby mom we're no longer together, but she's pregnant right now, would you still talk to him?
Probably not, honestly, because I've been that woman before. Then again, it depends on the situation. Also, it also depends on the situation. Like if it was a one night stand or something, like, and she happened to get pregnant. Like it's levels to it. Like it depends on the situation.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
true.
personally will want to talk to her myself to make sure they're on the same page. Because if they're not, then that's something different. Like I'm not going to sit here and disrespect her either. Because that's just not me.
Okay. So you would get to the bottom of it before you talk to him.
Yeah, I would get to the bottom of it. And a lot of dudes don't do that, but that's why I just mess with guys that I actually know. I'm not gonna sit here and mess with a random while I'm pregnant, but I don't feel like if a girl did, I don't it's her body at the end of the day. Yes, she's supposed to protect your baby, but as long as she use protection, then it's cool. Like if she out here fucking multiple niggas raw and stuff like that while she pregnant, then she just don't care. But at the end of the day, that's her. I'm not gonna be the one who judge her either. I'm not about to
Yeah,
sit here and judge her.
yeah, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, you know, why do we do that overall? I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, why do we do that? Like, why do we get mad at our partner and then resort to retaliation in terms of sex? Like, okay, you want to do stupid shit that I know is wrong. Like, you're cheating on me, you're having sex with other people. I'm going to try to fix this by doing the same thing. Like, why do we do that?
Because it might make the person feel better. It might make the person feel loved, honestly. Especially when you're pregnant, you're emotional. You're very emotional, and then when your partner leaves, it makes it even worse. And you just want to feel loved by somebody since your partner's not giving you that type of love, and sometimes that leads to sex. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, even if it's
So,
temporary.
so sex is equated to love.
I
Like,
don't think it is, but some females think it is. They like the feeling, of being loved. they like the feeling of it, and they probably think sex is that, you know,
Yeah, it's
they replace it
confusing.
with sex.
It's confusing. That's why I'm saying be careful who you having sex with, because that shit's confusing. Some people take that as, oh my god, I'm giving you my body. Like that's where I'm the most vulnerable. Like seeing me naked, like we're having sex, like that's intimate shit. You feel me? Like if I'm doing that with you, I'm gonna equate this to I trust you, we're together type situation. And sometimes that's what women think. That's how we end up getting pregnant or not caring if we do get pregnant, not taking the necessary precautions to not get pregnant. We're thinking he's having sex with us, it's love. But then on the flip side, the man is not really so much thinking that. They're more so thinking like, oh yeah, I get to have sex. It's cool, blase, blase. And the man could even be telling her this, like, yeah, it's just I don't want no relationship. But him having sex with her, that's something like we're going to just erase everything you just said and we're going to think, oh no, he's just playing, he'll come around, and that confuses people. That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
shouldn't really.
that confuses people, you know, and it used to confuse me a lot also, but I'm to the point where it's not going to confuse me anymore. Like I know how to separate that. And let's answer this young man's question. Why do we deal with people that aren't aware of how their actions affect those involved in our lives?
I don't know. That's a good question. That's what I'm saying. Sex can really mislead people because they can really be showing you this. They can really have actions that are showing you they really don't give a fuck. But if they keep laying that pipe down, it can still be like, oh damn, he might still love me type shit. But really, he's not that interested. You're just probably the person who's willing to give him sex without a price. So that's why I put a price on having sex, and that price is I have to really love you and care about you. You know.
I get it. I get it. And I mean, I get it in a sense, but I don't know. But like I said, me, and you, we look at sex different.
Why do
I
you?
know
I
how
mean,
to like.
why? How did you get so detached from sex? Like, how do you separate that? Like, how are you able to lay down with a person and show them yourself without actually loving them? Like, how can you do that? I'm shy. Like, maybe it's because of my own insecurities. That's probably why. But how are you able to separate that?
Because how many times I got played probably plays a factor in it, you know. Maybe because how many bodies I got on me. Like I don't know. I
We
don't
all
know.
got
Like I
bodies.
just know how to do it.
I mean,
I just know.
I don't know.
I just know. And plus I don't even like, I don't like having sex with people who I know I'm gonna have a deep attachment to. Not trying to, you know, say the guys I had sex with this year that I didn't have attachment to them, but I know where I want to be mentally now. Like I know who I want in life, you know. Like I just know. Like I don't know how to explain it. I just know not to attach myself with that person because dudes just play too much. I just know if they want to be with me, then they're gonna show me. You know, they're gonna show me. And if I'm there just to have sex, it's just gonna be sex. That's all I'm focused on is sex at the moment. Like I don't care about anything else. I don't care about no emotion. I don't care about nothing like that. I know how to separate, detach myself from having feelings and sex with somebody. That's what females be fucking up at. They feel like, oh, since we're having sex, you know, we should be together type shit, and that's not the case all the time. Like it shouldn't be like that at all. Like you should
Yeah.
be able to separate yourself, separate that.
Why? I mean, I think it's the opposite. I think it's toxic to to separate the two. Like, why is it so important to scratch that itch with multiple people? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I understood it when I was younger because I didn't have a self esteem, and you know, like I said, I equated sex in the moment, like, oh yeah, this guy's feeling me, he loves me. But I quickly found out, like, just because they were having sex with me, that doesn't mean that they love me. So I quickly started to think, like, damn, I'm having sex because I love you, but you're not having sex because you love me. Maybe I need to switch up, you know, and learn who I'm actually having sex with instead of doing it just because I'm horny and I'm lonely and I want somebody at the moment.
Right, I get it. And let's answer this man's question. It seems that we use sex as means of fun. At the same time, we don't realize that sex is part of the emotional response. And so, and you're correct. I use it as fun, honestly. Or because I'm horny and I need to get off somewhere, even though that doesn't work out a
I
lot of
mean,
times.
you shouldn't have fun with everybody. Like, I get what you're saying. He said it seems that we use sex as a means of fun. At the same time, we don't realize that sex inspires emotional response in some. And like, why are we having sex? Or I mean, like, why are we having fun with random people? Like, I wouldn't want to kick it with motherfuckers I ain't like if I didn't know them. If I didn't know they was cool, like, would you go out to an amusement park with random ass motherfuckers, or are you gonna go with your friends that you know and love? Like, I would want to have fun with somebody that I love also. Like, having sex for fun, you can have fun with somebody you love sexually. Like, I don't know. It's just like
I get it, but
too much. We give people too much pull in our lives. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't want to do that. If I don't know you like that, why would I have sex with you?
right. I mean, I get it. I mean, but me and you are two different people. So I look at things different. You look at things at a spiritual note. Me, I just don't give a fuck. Like me being pregnant, like I don't care. Like if you the fuck don't play me, especially when I'm pregnant. Don't play me.
I
Like
mean,
that's how I look at it.
but I don't think that's going to help you
It
internally.
did help me a lot, actually. It might not
Really?
help some other female. It helped me a lot mentally, emotionally, all that shit. It fucking helped. It made me not give a fuck no more.
But is that a valid way to feel about life or people in general? Not giving a fuck? I care about people.
I felt like when I was pregnant because I was in a dark space. I was in a very dark space, and yes, my first child's father, he decided to go elsewhere. Like I felt like he knocked me up on purpose just so I could be a part of him forever. That's how I feel. And then he left on to the next bitch doing the same thing to the next female, or he just knocked me up just because he don't like, I don't know, or he just don't like to pull out. I don't know what's wrong with that man. But I was in a dark space, and I had sex with somebody else, and I don't feel like that was wrong. I felt like that actually helped me for real, not care. I don't know how to explain it. It just helped me not care at all
Why
about
do
what
you
he was
want to
doing.
not care?
Because if I cared, Carla, I probably would have been. I was thinking about suicide at the moment. Like I was I was depressed. I was pregnant with my first child with a not shit ass nigga, and he was up here cheating on me or fucking other bitches and coming back to me and doing the most, doing me dirty for real. So yeah, I ended up fucking somebody else, two different guys, but it helped me. It
It
definitely
made you
helped me.
feel like what that guy was feeling because the guy was doing it to you because he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather you find somebody that did care than to pick up that same emotion as to not caring, because the only reason why he doesn't care is more deeply rooted than whatever y'all going through. Probably has to do with his relationship with his mom. It's a lot of things, but I don't think taking on that same emotion is the way. Like, oh, I learned how to not give a fuck just like him so I can move around more easily among the scum instead of moving around people who are better, and stop going around people that ain't shit, like, because sometimes we go to the same places to find dudes, like the club. Can't find love in the club.
Yeah, hold on. It's
It
much
is much
easier to find
easier
someone
to
compatible
find
with.
sexually than to invest time and emotions into somebody when that could potentially lead to years of commitment. That's terrifying to some. Yeah, that's how some dudes think.
Yeah.
That's why I think like y'all should keep y'all's dick in y'all's pants, or find somebody like my co-host here who don't give a fuck. You feel me? Because like most of us ladies, like when we have sex, it's not us just giving you our pussy. We actually like you. We see ourselves with you. And we don't want you running around fucking other people. It's me and you type shit. This is something we're doing until we're not doing it. And that should be a conversation, and it should be broken off completely. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'll fuck somebody else while I'm with you. You know, like I understand some dudes are scared of commitment, but some dudes scam us by making it seem like y'all do, and come to find out y'all really don't like us like that. You know, like I had to come to a realization about that and my baby dad. Like I'm thinking like we love each other and shit. We got a kid together, but I'm like, what if this nigga was just fucking me and he thought that I couldn't get pregnant or some shit? You know, because we didn't get pregnant automatically. Some people really think they can't have kids. So it's like, okay, I can't have kids, blase, blase, and then boom, I'm
Me,
fucking pregnant. You know,
me.
so I'm just
That was
like,
my story.
what the fuck? You know, so some dudes need to be more particular who they have sex with, especially if he saw that I was getting emotionally attached. You know,
Right.
like I'm clear about my intentions. You know, some dudes they're not really so clear. Y'all nice, y'all suave, y'all know how to get our panties off, but y'all don't want that commitment, and that's fair that you don't feel that way. But in order to have sex with us, usually we want commitment.
That's for some females, not me. You know, I feel like if I have sex, let me break it down. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm not gonna. I don't want to have sex with somebody that I really like. You know, because I know I'm gonna get emotionally attached to that person. I don't want to do that at all, and that's why I
Devontae, you
don't
don't
do it. You know.
subscribe to that stuff though. You better not. I know you got a wife and kids, man. You better not. You better treat her right.
Okay, Sonya said, I think a lot of people use sex as a trauma response and don't realize the damage they are creating further down the line.
Facts. Sonya hit it right on the nail. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? That's exactly how I feel. It is trauma. That is trauma. I got exposed to sex too early, way too
For
early,
sure. I
and
was like 410 early.
yeah.
Before
So
10 early.
seeing that, not having my father present to show me what actual love is, me seeing that so young and seeing how people interact, I used to equate that to love. You know, like, oh, if he has sex with me, he must like me. No, that
I
usually
used to do
means.
that too.
I mean, you still do it. You just don't give a fuck. That's what it sounds like. You was still mind, like you was still fucking guy, and you know you don't want to be with him, right?
So, so I mean, you making me sound like a
I'm not making you sound like shit. I'm not making you sound like shit. I'm just saying, like,
making me sound like a whore. Okay, that's what you're making me sound like, and
I'm
I'm
not.
not a whore. You
I'm
know,
not
I
saying
do
you're
do.
a whore. I don't think anybody who does that is a whore. I'm just trying to get to the root of why we do it by kind of exposing why I used to do it and why I see clearly now that maybe I shouldn't have went about it that way. You know.
Right, but you know, I'm just trying to get it out there while we do it while we're pregnant. You know, that's what I'm trying to get out there.
I mean,
And
yeah.
I don't like the question is, you know, is it okay for a pregnant woman to sleep with another man? I feel like it's definitely okay if it depending on the situation. I feel like it's okay. Yes, we have to protect our baby, this and that, there, and use protection. There, you know, use protection because you still sleeping with the father of your child. You don't know what the fuck he doing. Like you don't know what he doing at the end of the day.
So
So
you're saying it's okay for her to still be fucking her baby dad, and she knows that he's fucking other people, so she can go fuck other people too. You're saying that situation is okay?
it's not. I did it, but it's not okay. I definitely did
Hear
it.
that?
Yes, I'm
People
going
hear
to put myself out there. I don't care. I definitely did it with both. So let's put that out there. But it was with somebody that I knew. You know, it was with somebody I was actually with before. Somebody I knew before both of these niggas. You know,
but you cheated.
and hold on, my second baby dad. I was single, so there was no cheating at all. And I told him before, like, what did I tell this man? That it just might happen. I might sleep with somebody else while I'm pregnant. He didn't want it to happen, but I didn't know who the dad was either. So I didn't see why it was even a fucking problem for when I'm single. So why can't I choose who I want to fuck? Why can't I choose?
Because of that reason, you don't know who the dad is? Alita, seriously?
Okay, there's nothing wrong. Listen, I'm just hold on. I'm in a different mind space right now, so I'm sorry. I might sound kind of retarded, but
Oh, you don't sound retarded. I'm just trying to like, I don't know. I see where you're coming from. You're given a scenario in which, okay, that sometimes can happen, but I'm pointing out that there was a better solution. Like if you're still having sex with your baby dad and you're mad about him possibly having sex with other women, why not just sit him down and talk to him? Like, what are we
that's
doing?
that's when I was in a relationship. That's something different. The second one, I was single. I was
Okay,
not
so
in a
if
relationship.
you're single, why are you having sex with two people? I mean, two people at once. Why can't you just pick one and then if you don't like him anymore, go to the next? I can see that. Okay, maybe possibly like you're in a relationship, maybe it doesn't work out, and then you go to the next person. But how are you in a relationship and then go to another relationship sexually?
Because I could do that. It's my vagina, and I know how to protect myself. You know, like my second baby dad, he slept with somebody else, and I didn't sleep with nobody at this time. He slept with somebody else, and he was still the last person I had sex with until I went to DC. You know, when I go to DC, it's a wrap. So I link up with my boo, and we do the do whatever. But I just I don't know. Y'all making me feel bad right now. Like I should never did it. That's what y'all making me feel. Like I should be sleeping with nobody when I was pregnant. Like that's how you making me feel.
I'm not trying to make
Mom, get off of here.
like you already did what you did. Just try to understand why and let's try to heal from that. Like you were just upset, you were being abused in a relationship. Maybe let's try to pick better parts of that relationship
Stuff froze and she looks kind of funny. Yeah,
hear
your
me.
stuff froze, Carla.
Oh, did you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. I didn't hear
Oh,
everything you said. What you say?
I said shit, what was I saying? Instead of going and having sex with another person because you're pregnant by somebody that wasn't it, why not try to get to the bottom of why things are the way they are and maybe dead that situation, and then self reflect since you're already pregnant at that point, and then maybe move on to somebody.
I mean, yeah, you're right. So, what if I move on to somebody and I'm still pregnant? Should I still not have sex with that person?
So if you feel like you're spiritually connected,
You're
if you feel like you're spiritually connected to that person, then maybe yeah, if he's willing to step up. But if you're just having sex to be having sex and he's not going to try to be the father to your child, then no, I still don't think that's okay. Like I think at that
so
point,
what if
since you're
the
what
I was trying to say, so what if the pregnant woman just want to have sex just to have sex and don't want no type of connection? She just wants some dick.
well then I feel like she needs counseling. I think she needs counseling. Why is sex
Why?
so deep embedded into our minds? Like I've been there, sex on my mind 24/7. Like why is that something that we always need? Like she's
But
not going to
when
try
it's
to.
not something that you always need, because I'm not pregnant anymore. I don't even want it, honestly. I don't want sex at all. But when you're pregnant, you're filled with hormones and stuff like that. And then some cases the baby dad is acting stupid up here sleeping with other females and shit. Like, what about the woman? What about her fucking needs? Like, why can't she just find like not find? Why can't she just fuck somebody else that she knows? That she has a
Because that's not
a
going
good
to fix it. That's not going to fix it. What that's just going to get you off for that moment. Then what's next? What if you get horny again?
Me
It's not
personally,
like
I'm okay. I'm okay with 4 times a year. I'm okay with that. Like I don't care. Me when I was pregnant, like when was Monty born? I had sex that February, and then Monty was born July, and that was the last time I had sex. Like I didn't, I just wanted some dick this month. Like I needed some fucking dick, and I was fine after that. Like I was cool.
If you were okay with having sex 3 or 4 times a year, you could have waited until you were not pregnant.
I didn't want to fucking wait. I wanted some dick right then and there. Okay, soul ties are real. You don't want to carry around negative energy. You don't need on top of the emotions that you are already dealing with. And I
Exactly. I'm trying to say, yeah, that's
ooh,
exactly. You just
ooh,
summarized what I've just tried to say. Exactly.
soul ties are real. You don't. Okay, I get it. Soul ties are real, but I think I know how to handle it. Like I honestly do. Like
If that's
me
what you
personally,
handling it, that's like you saying, okay, I can be a boxer because I can take a good punch. Like, nigga, it's still a punch. Why do you want to get socked repeatedly just because you can handle it? Why do you keep putting yourself emotionally through bullshit? Just because you're
what if I'm
horny.
not emotional about it though?
Find somebody that fulfills you completely, you know, or not
I have to
completely.
fulfill me completely first
Yeah,
before somebody else, can add on to it. And I, like I said, I know how to separate my emotions and sex.
but you're
And hold
still
on.
damaging other people who can't separate it. What if some
Well,
people
that's their
can't
motherfucking
separate it?
fault. That's their
Is
fault at the end of the day. Like that's their fault because I lay it out there. I lay the shit out there. That's their fault.
well,
So if
for
they
you,
fall for
but
it,
what
then that's
about
their
for
fucking
other
fault.
people though? Like, what about for other people though? You know, you do have a instance to where you get to have sex with friends that you've known for years are cool, blase blase. You
Mhm.
don't care about them stepping up as the father. You're okay with them just being sex toys for you, and they're okay with
Hold
being
on, they're
sex.
not sex toys. They're my friends. Okay, they're my friends.
Well,
They're not sex
whatever.
toys.
You're friends with sex benefits.
Sometimes,
What's stopping you from making a commitment to them then? What's stopping them from committing to you then?
cause I know what I want. They know what they want, and I know what I want.
What do
Not
you
saying
want?
that
You want a poly relationship or you want to be like in a monogamous
that's a different
relationship?
conversation. Hell no, I don't want no fucking poly relationship.
You don't want. I mean, that's a poly relationship. Like, that I fuck around. I know you fuck around. It's cool. We all fucking around. And I'm not
Yes.
knocking poly relationships. Like that's probably the only instance to where okay you can have sex while you're pregnant because I guess you have several husbands and maybe possibly they all could be the dad.
This is hold on. Let me read this
You just
comment. Does
said the
vagina
vagina
can
can
actually?
actually take parts of DNA from multiple men and then assimilate that into an unborn child. See, that can
Why didn't it do it to mine? Okay, why?
because you said you
Why? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have wore protection in. I mean, I didn't wear protection with the last one, but no, yes, I did actually. I did. I would. You know what? I wish that did happen. Honestly, maybe. So I
Lita.
wish it did happen. Like on some real shit. I wish it did.
No, you
What?
wish that
I don't like
your
none of my baby dads.
you wish that you picked a baby father that was there for you and that was doing the right thing. That's what you wish. You don't wish all the extra shit just to retaliate against them. You're basically doing the same shit they're doing.
I'm not
Like,
retaliating against nobody.
but you're still doing the same thing
They're
they're doing.
retaliating against their children. They're retaliating against their children. It's the energy that's being transferred. You're
Yeah,
right.
I feel like it is an energy transfer. Like you don't know what this nigga going through that you're having sex with while you're pregnant. Like anything can be going through this man's mind. Like you might like him, y'all might be texting, but what if he on some bullshit? What if he's controlling? What if he wants something that you don't? You're saying you're doing it just for sex. Like what if he wants a girlfriend? Like you can't just be
What,
slinging.
me being a girlfriend?
I'm saying like if
Like as
you're
me being a girlfriend?
yeah, what if you're having sex with somebody and they think they actually have a chance with you future wise, but deep down inside, you don't want them and you're just using them for sex. That's like emotionally battering them because what if their decisions that they're making in life are based off of them hoping that they can get with you? What if they're dissing other people thinking they can get with you, and vice versa? Because I've thought that too. Shit, like I'm dissing motherfuckers. I'm thinking it's me and you out here doing what you want to do. You know, like
And I understand that. I just recently had a situation like that, and you already know with who. And but I told him ahead of time, like I'm not ready to be with nobody. I have standards too, and I'm not even to my own standards to be even trying to deal with somebody right now. Like I prefer a man who's vegan or vegetarian. I prefer a man who's got his own place, a car and job, somebody I don't have to take care of, who got his shit together basically. And I expressed this to that man, and he still try to pursue, and that's his motherfucking fault. I ain't got shit to do with me after that, so I don't care. I don't care. Now he's in his feelings, and that's his. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I ain't trying to be mean. I just don't care. After I explain something to you and you still put yourself in that situation, that's your fault, and that's vice versa.
Well, that's rare for a woman to feel like that. But what about the man that, tries to explain it to the woman? Because some women, they emotionally fuck themselves like that. Like I was saying, like a man telling you, like, look, this is just sex. Like, I don't want a relationship, blase, blase. But they have sex. And she still ends up being crazy over this nigga. Like, oh, I thought it was us. I thought we were together. And maybe he might sympathize and, be with her for a little bit. But then once she gets pregnant, perhaps he realizes that's definitely not what he wants. That's still like fucked up, you know.
Yeah, those are my situations. It's fucked up, and that's why I
You
did the shit
shouldn't
that
keep
I did.
doing it. And if you know it's fucked up, then why do you do it yourself? Is what I'm saying. Like
Cause
you,
like I did it with that. It was with guys that I knew for a minute. Like my first baby dad, he lied about a whole bunch of shit. Pumped my ears up and stuff. Made me believe he was gonna do this and that, and I got pregnant, and then that's when shit went down here. My second baby dad, I could say that was me. I could say that was me because he did try, but it's not what I want. I'm not saying like he's not a good
but
person or
it wouldn't.
anything.
But don't you agree it would have never happened if you wouldn't have, if you knew that wasn't what you wanted, but you still had sex with him,
I
ended
was
up pregnant.
drunk.
It doesn't matter.
I wasn't in my right mind state. I was drunk. And anybody knows if I was sober, just because I care about that dude, I would have not had sex with him at all if I was sober. I was drunk, and that's why I had sex with him.
You
Not
made the
thinking straight.
conscious decision before you got drunk to start drinking around him, knowing how you get
Listen,
with him.
I called him when I was drunk, though. I wasn't sober when I called this man. I called him while I was drunk. So that was my fault. And like I said, not saying he's a bad guy or whatever. He's a good dude, but and I feel like if I wasn't such an asshole, we probably would have made a lot of shit work. Especially since I got pregnant by him. But I'm an asshole, and I know what I want out of a man. Not saying he's not a good guy or whatever, but he was what I wanted years ago. Now I'm on a different level, mentally, spiritually, everything, and we're
So
just
why
not on
don't
that
you
level.
protect your vagina and stop letting people in it until you find that guy? Because
Woo!
like, what
Woo!
if, like, no, honestly thinking like, because if you want this perfect man, like, I think he would want you to, you know, get better yourself in the meantime. Like, he don't want you to add like a graveyard full of bodies just because you're horny. Like not you personally, but I'm just saying. Like, I know you're saying you got your little friends that are okay with your situation. But I'm just saying for the woman that's like, oh, these niggas ain't nobody I want, so I'm just gonna fuck around. Like, once you find the guy you want, how you gonna explain all this shit? Like, what if at that point you're not what he wants? You're not building yourself up to even acquire a man that's up to that power. Like, if you want a man that's on that level, then I would spend more time trying to level myself up rather than add to my body count and then try to explain to this nigga, like, when he finds me, like, he's like, oh no, that's not what I'm looking for. Like, we got to make sure we're what people are looking for too. The people that we want, usually want the same level of a woman next to them, and
Mhm.
them type of women don't have sex out of retaliation. especially while they're pregnant. Like,
Listen, Carl, I know you're trying to call me a hoe secretly. So let me just, let me just get that out there. Okay. Listen, I know I'm not mentally ready. Okay. I know I'm still petty. I know all of that. That's why I don't want to be with nobody right now. And I am protecting my vagina right now. I'm not having sex with nobody right now. I'm breastfeeding. And maybe I should never did it while I was pregnant, but I did and I don't regret it and I would do it again, honestly. So I don't care at the end of the day. I
well,
just don't give a fuck.
just say clearly that yes, you shouldn't probably have sex while you're pregnant, but I did it because I was petty. Just say that so
I'm
people
not
can
going to say that. I'm not going to say that.
start.
Ladies out there, if you feel like you want to fuck somebody else besides your baby dad because he fucking up, go ahead and fucking do it. It's your pussy. Do what you want with your
Where's the
fucking pussy.
warning though? Where's the
The
warning? We
warning, okay, use protection. Make sure you know this person. I don't prefer it to be a random. Like it shouldn't be a random guy. Like make sure you know this person. Make sure it's somebody you trust, you know. But I don't feel like it's wrong with a pregnant woman having sex with somebody else if the person that got pregnant by is not either not what they want or they not fucking or they left them or something for another female. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with it. And if you're single, if you got pregnant off some drunk shit, like do what the fuck you want. That's how I feel.
no. My
There's
advice
nobody. I'm not judging nobody.
yourself to find a father to take care of that baby. Okay, don't just be fucking random dudes. You have a child in your belly now, so maybe start trying to build relationships with men who can take care of your child with you, and then you can have sex with them.
You're right. You're right about that. I agree with you. But what if the woman is not ready?
You have to be ready.
But
You're
she don't want
fucking
a
pregnant.
relationship.
You're pregnant. You're pregnant. You're pregnant. Okay, if you're pregnant
But what
already,
if
then
she's not ready to have a man? What if she don't want a man right now? She just wants some
I
dick.
mean, I don't know, man, because that child needs a father. I believe
I know.
that.
I'd rather my child to have their fathers than some other man to be their father. Honestly, I'd rather work on my relationship with them. But what if they don't want to work on a relationship? Like, what if? Like, it's just a lot of what ifs. It's no. I don't feel like there's no right. I don't feel like there's no wrong in it. Honestly, like it is different situations. I don't feel like if a woman has sex with another man because she's pregnant, I don't think she's. I don't think there's no wrong as long as you're protecting yourself. If you're not using protection, make
No
sure you
wrong.
test it.
We're not going to
I
say no wrong. Okay. It's
It's her
just,
body at the end of the day.
I don't know. I just feel like it is your body, but since there's another body inside, it's not your body. Does that make sense?
I mean, I get it. I get it in a sense. That's why I say use protection. If you're not using protection, make sure you get tested. You know, hell no time to think better when you're pregnant. I'm dying here. Listen,
Leave
I'm
it
just
as a
open, like,
trip.
cause
I don't understand her, Rue.
I
Like,
just don't give a fuck.
I don't
I just
understand.
don't give a
You
fuck.
should
That's
care.
my problem. I just don't care. I care about my kids. I care about my kids, but I'm glad they here. They're nice and healthy. And the men that I slept with are men that I know and I have long like friendships with them. You know, like and a guy I slept with my first pregnancy, not the first guy, but the second guy. I slept with him in the second pregnancy. Like it's not like it's random guys each pregnancy. Like they're people that I know.
I'm just saying, are they helping you co-parent? Because that's the more important
He's
part.
in DC. He can't help me pro co-parent right now. He's in DC. The fuck I'm like, what the fuck he gonna do? I don't want his money. That's not his problem. And on top of that, I don't feel like he should be the one co-parenting. I feel like the dad needs to be the one co-parenting with me, not him. If the dad is alive, he should be the one co-parenting with me.
So, what is the price to have sex with you? Like you're saying, if I can catch you horny and I'm attractive to you, I can get some pussy out of you. Like there's no alternate price. Like, oh, I have a son, I'm gonna need you to be a good example, or like, no, no, nothing with that.
Listen, you just made me sound like a slut.
No, I'm not trying to make you sound like a slut. It's just like that is like a big thing for me. Like you keep speeding past sex like it's not that big of a
No,
deal.
we're not
Like that
around.
is a huge thing. Like seriously. Like
It's
it's so huge.
I know it's huge, but That's not how you have sex with me. Like, okay, when I'm drunk, it's just I don't care, but in a sober mind, there is standards. There are standards. When I'm drunk and having
Stop
fun,
drinking. Maybe stop
no,
drinking.
I get that. I'm not drinking around men no more. I'm not about to put myself in the situations anymore. I learned my fucking lesson. If you're a dude and I drink around you, it's because I actually trust you, honestly. I trust you not to touch me. I trust you to make sure I'm safe, you know, versus the other niggas I drank around. I got pregnant. So like, but when I was in a relationship, when I wasn't in a relationship with, um, but the bottom line, like, even after this conversation, I completely understand where you're coming from a spiritual standpoint. But for me, who don't care, like, I still stand my ground. I don't feel like it's wrong with another woman to sleep with a man while she's pregnant, as long as she's protecting herself, as long as it's nobody random. Like, that's her body at the end of the day. She's doing it for a reason. She's doing it for a reason. Like, it's not like she's.
Yeah.
I mean, most cases is because the baby dad is not around. They're doing them, and she's not getting no dick from them, and she needs some dick. She needs some love. She needs some comfort. That's what she wants, and even if it's temporarily, she's going to go out and get it. I mean, it's a sad situation because it
It
shouldn't be like
is.
that, but but that's just some cases.
Just love yourself first. Like nobody, like we're done with masturbation. We just jump right into eating ass of random people. That's what
First
we're
of all,
doing.
I'm not masturbating. It's too much dick out there for that. I'm not masturbating. So that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I'm not doing that. Nobody. Not doing it.
I guess we all have our opinions on the matter. I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. If I was pregnant, I wouldn't do it. Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it, and I clap for you on that. You have well, your first baby daddy ain't shit, but and I'm glad that you didn't do that.
Stop saying that, Alita.
Why? Cause y'all friends on Facebook.
Lily Christ.
Anyway,
Stop saying that. And
anyway,
your baby dad ain't shit online. Stop. He's
he's
a
not.
human being.
He's a
And he
human being that don't take care of his seed. Anyway,
right.
like I was like I was saying, I'm glad that you didn't sleep with somebody else while you was pregnant with your first son, because I definitely would have. Okay, so you're very mature. You are. I could still say that I'm not there yet, and I'm trying to get there. I'm learning from my mistakes, but still, I stand my ground. I don't feel like nobody should judge another woman if she's pregnant sleeping with another man. I don't feel
I'm
like
not
it's an
judging.
issue.
I need you to say that,
I feel
okay,
like you're judging.
no, I'm not judging. I'm just trying to forewarn women. Like we've been through the experience. You're saying yourself that it was a fucked up situation. Why are you still upholding it to be okay?
It
Let's
is
tell
okay because I
let's
know why I did it. I know why I did it. So for instance, the second with Ra, my son Ra, with him, I was sleeping with my baby dad for a little bit. I was sleeping with him. He got it first while I was pregnant. But when I went to DC, like I wasn't trying to have sex with my ex, but it just fucking happened because that's my nigga. I love him, and that's why that happened. It wasn't trying to be petty or anything. So, and plus I'm single, like, so there's nothing wrong with it in my eyes. And my baby
okay.
dad was sleeping with other bitches. There was nothing wrong with that. So that's it's different situations. Like I said, there's no right, there's no wrong.
Just say that you wasn't with your baby dad and you just happened to sleep with the other guy. Stop adding in there the fact that he was doing him, because I don't think that's a good reason to do anything. Like, oh, I'm
That's
doing this.
not a good reason, but just in case if he watches this, because he doesn't know, like, I was single and I'm still single, I can fuck who the fuck I want, pregnant or not, and that's how the fuck I feel. Okay, so in a conversation, I stand where the fuck I stand. You feel like it's wrong, you shouldn't have sex or whatever. I understand that shit, and I agree with you totally. But I agree with me too, also. Okay, as long as you protect yourself, as long as I'm not with a random nigga, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with a female sleeping with another nigga while she's pregnant, especially if her nigga ain't shit.
All
So
right,
fuck it.
there you have it. All right.
I ain't changed my goddamn mind. Okay, you made me feel bad for a little bit, but come to think about it, I don't give a fuck. And
I
for
couldn't convince
Reginald who
anybody.
interrupted me, huh?
I said I couldn't convince her, guys. I couldn't convince her.
You can't convince me. You can't convince me. And for Reginald, I know your ugly ass watching this. Don't you ever interrupt me while I'm doing my podcast, okay? You had me. I'm up here like, what the fuck is going on? Like, don't you ever interrupt me again, okay? Don't ever do that.
Thanks,
I'm up
Rude.
here, not
Thanks,
off topic
Melissa.
and shit. No, don't ever do that.
Hey,
We love you
Ma.
too. And shout out to my bitch Janae. I'm mad she's not here,
Yeah,
but
Janae, our co-host, we miss you. She'll be on the next one when we talk about what are we talking about next time.
I don't
Do
know.
I
We
get to
figure it
pick what
out.
we talking about? I want to pick, man, because you picked this shit.
Is
You
it
like,
okay to have a gay baby dad? It's like, I'm just.
oh no, it should be like no, it should be the topic should be would you date a man who used to be gay? Like if
Mm.
he realized that that wasn't the way he wanted to go. Like, because sometimes dudes, they fuck up or whatever and they get sunken into that type of lifestyle and then they realize it's wrong. But females don't be going for it at that point. Like, no, nigga, like, you already did all that extra shit. Like, let's talk about that.
Okay, let's talk about that in the next one, and I'm gonna give y'all my answer. Fuck no. All right, goodbye.
So
Thanks
you,
for watching.
oh shit, that's fucked up, man. I have hope for my black men. You feel me? Like,
I have hope for them too with another
anything my
woman.
black
Okay.
man has been through, like I'm with you because I'm not perfect. I've been through some bullshit also. So even if you went that far down the rabbit hole, you feel me? I feel like it's never too late to come back to your queen. As long as you don't do that shit no more. You ain't got
They're
nothing.
gonna do it again. Okay. So
All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody.